for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines.
Gordon Hayward.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Davis. Clarkson is out there with Kobe. Then it's Hill. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot.
Well, you know, last season the Lakers found themselves in a position they are not quite accustomed to. Last in the Western Conference, a nightmare season for the storied franchise.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Got a piece of it. Burks kicks to Exum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Well, guys, as we know, there were some low points for the Lakers along the way, losing to the Clippers by about 50 points, which turned out to be the biggest loss in the history of the franchise.
And Kobe looked visibly distraught after that loss. I mean, it still had a backhanded compliment to say about it when he said, well, now I know what it feels like to be a Clipper fan all these years. Gotta love Kobe, always with a way with words.
16 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses. Kobe passes to Hill. Out to the right wing. Clarkson kicks to Bryant. A three-pointer, no good. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Feeds it to Hayward. Nailed from three-point land. Hayward's got 7 points in the game to end the run. And that one hits back iron.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Exum kicks to Hayward. Ring shot on the way. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 9.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Gordon Hayward with an unusual pattern dating back 6 years, back and forth. Great three-point shooting one season, and then Clark awful the next.
You know, it's a bit puzzling, Kevin. You look at the numbers from 2009 to 2014. Up and down, up and down. Last season around just 30%. I'm sure it's a coincidence, but it's a pretty rare one, no doubt. And I'm sure Gordon, with his work ethic, is going to try to smooth that good three-point shooting out and sustain it for him.
It's stolen by Hill. From the wing. And Bryant gets it to go. Kobe's got 5 points so far. And Hill over to help. Here's Burks. Here's Gobert. Out to Hayward. Burks dishes to Hayward. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 12 points for him.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Bryant's shot is off. Jazz leading by 7. With a step back. Exum kicks to Burks. Pass to Exum. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Hayward. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by the Lakers.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Utah was such a fixture in the playoffs for so many years, almost decades it seems, but recently they've not been that kind of a team, and the work is cut out for this franchise to get back to being a playoff team.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And for the Jazz and their outlook, they did have some flashes of brilliance to build on, but it won't be an easy turnaround.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Utah with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's Burks. Gobert the pass to Favors. Hayward dishes to Exum. The second chance effort. Randall grabs the board. Well, for the Jazz, Clark, it's going to be about being patient, continuing to grow as a team. I guess most observers would think.
No, without question. They just have to take it in small steps. Incrementally is the only way it gets done right when you're building a foundation with young, talented players. Nobody goes from worst to first in the conference in one season.
Lynn kicks to Ellington. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Boozer. Can't hit.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Jeremy Evans comes in for Derek Favors. And Hood subbed in for Gordon Hayward. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Boozer with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Booker pulls it in. Here's Ingles. And no good trying to get that one. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They're up by 3. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
And this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down. That's been a solid effort by them.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Trevor Booker, Hood out there with Burke. Then it's Jeremy Evans. And it's Ingles in the 3 spot.
You know, for so long, the Jazz have been a competitive team in the West due to their defense and grit. But last year, that just wasn't the case, and it showed in the standings.
Goes up the baseline. Stolen by Boozer. Here's Ellington. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Ellington's got his first basket.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
And that one's good. A lot of strange things happened last season, but one of them was having a playoff bracket with no Laker presence.
Well, don't expect that to happen very, very often. I mean, it's rare when that is the case. It's been a while since they were completely left out of the playoff picture, and that's not going to be the norm going forward.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
For the Lakers, it was the first time since the 04-05 season that they didn't play postseason basketball.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Lakers trail by 3. Bryant drives in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, the Lakers are a franchise that not only expects to play in the postseason, but they anticipate and expect making deep runs into the playoffs and ultimately winning championships. They have the means, the resources to get back in that position in a hurry. So I'll tell you what, I wouldn't feel too bad about their postseason streak getting broken.
Gobert, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, gentlemen, Gordon Hayward declining Utah's extension offer going into last season, and it paid off. They ended up matching a 4-year, $63 million offer sheet from the Hornets. As Coach Quinn Snyder said, at 24, he's a vet for our team, the youngest team in the league. He provides leadership. He's a playmaker, too. Guys, he did not come cheap.
No, a young swingman who certainly has his fans around the league, Doris. Thanks. That's good.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a
Come on.
blowout, Kevin, or even
No.
an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, I
shaking his
just,
head.
you know what,
Oh, he's
Kevin?
disgusted.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Who could forget Jeremy Lin's dynamic and dramatic emergence with the Knicks back in early 2012? He went from an end-of-the-bench type player struggling just to stay Clark in the league to a national storyline in a matter of weeks.
That was insanity, for sure. I mean, and his play has settled to where he's a quality rotation player now, and quite honestly, I think he's more comfortable not having to be a media fixture like he was during that Linsanity phase. I think he's much more understated and doesn't really enjoy the spotlight, and this is much more comfortable for him where he is now.
Exum, he's checked in for Trey Burke. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Exum. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Burke's with it. Picked up by Bryant. Offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. Oh, he misses the dunk. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Hill with the jam.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Bryant drives in. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Randall's checked in. 43 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Los Angeles. Young comes in for Johnson. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. That puts them in the lead. And that's now 11 points for Kobe Bryant.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Here's Exum. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He kicks to Gobert. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 8 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, basically a middle-of-the-road type free throw shooting team, about 76% a year ago.
Both free throws good for Bryant. Got it off in time. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Close. Lakers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City.